Right, good morning Queensland, and today's a very exciting day. Alright, we'll wait till you fix up your helmet and everything.
Turn the mic on, it helps.
Great. Alright, we'll just wait a couple of minutes. Patience is a virtue.
Please have no spiders.
Alright now? Good. Okay, so good morning Queensland, good morning to all of our Facebook Live followers. Look, it's wonderful today, a major breakthrough here in Brisbane. The second tunnel of our Cross River Rail, the Brisbane Underground, is through. It's completed, it's come right through the breakthrough, and Merle has come through. It's wonderful to see that this major milestone of Cross River Rail has happened. To everyone who's been involved, to all of the workers, hundreds of workers on this project, this is a great day. This is a fantastic Christmas present to all the people who've been involved. A major milestone has happened with our Cross River Rail. So this means that the second tunnel has come through under the river. It's about 3.8 kilometre journey. The amount of rock it's had to go through, and Graham's telling me that a lot of the rock gets processed and it's actually going to be used in bricks for all the houses that are under construction in Queensland. And as we know, thousands of people are moving to Queensland. Our strong health response, as the Treasurer outlined yesterday, has meant that the economic recovery is well and truly underway, with more than 100,000 jobs created back from the pre-COVID levels, and the unemployment rate of 4.8%, the lowest that Queensland has seen in over a decade. So great news. Now I might just get Graham to say a few words about Cross River Rail. I'll get Minister Grace to go first. She's the local member here, and then I want to talk to you about an important announcement today. So, Minister.
Thank you. It was very exciting this morning to see Merle break through, and this is now the last of the tunnelling, and this station, this track now will head towards the Eckhart station, which will become a permanent open railway station for commuters and for the residents of the wonderful seat of McConnell. It is fantastic to see this occurring. This has created thousands of jobs, Cross River Rail. One of the main reasons that it will become the artery for transport during the Olympics in 2032, and it is so exciting to be the member for McConnell to see such fantastic infrastructure happening in the heart of my electorate, which employs thousands of jobs and will be creating a wonderful new underground for Brisbane for the use of all Queenslanders. I couldn't be prouder and more excited. Congratulations to all the workers that are around us, and the apprentices we were talking to this morning were so excited to see this happen. This doesn't happen every day. We were here to witness it, and it was really exciting and fantastic for everyone in Queensland, but particularly to the wonderful seat of McConnell. Thanks, Premier.
Thanks, Graham. Good to see you.
Hi everyone, Graham Newton's my name. I'm the CEO of the Cross River Rail Delivery Authority. What an amazing milestone for the project. I mean, it gives you goosebumps when you see those TBMs break through. I mean, this marks a massive milestone for the project. So far they've taken out 310,000 cubic metres of rock. That's the equivalent of about 124 swimming pools. We've had over 300 workers work on the actual tunnelling itself, and over 2,000 workers across the total project. So less than 282 days ago, this tunnel boring machine launched, and this year, the year of tunnelling, is now complete, and we now move to the next stage, which is fitting out those tunnels and preparing ourselves to build those stations. Thank you.
Thanks. And of course, this underground is needed for the Olympics. And of course, some of our Olympic venues will be located right on top of Brisbane's brand new underground, the Brisbane Live, the new Gabba. So once again, necessary infrastructure, vital infrastructure that is needed for the Olympics. But also too, this construction has continued during the COVID pandemic. And I want to do a big shout out to all of the workers on this project, to every single one of you. Thank you. To the hundreds of apprentices that are involved in this project, thank you, thank you, thank you. So now I'll move on to our other issue. Are there any questions on Cross River Rail? No? Great. Okay, so as we've seen, our strong health response has meant our economy has recovered, but we know that with the borders opening, we are going to see cases in Queensland. All Queenslanders know that, and I thank Queenslanders who've gone out and got vaccinated. The results are astounding. In Mackay, over 90% of people in Mackay have had their first dose. In southeast Queensland, we're reaching really closely to that 90%, and some areas are over 90%. Cairns is on the brink of getting 90% first dose. The Gold Coast is trailing a bit. I'm still concerned about the Gold Coast because we are seeing cases there. If you are unvaccinated, you are at risk. Please go and get vaccinated as quickly as possible. So we're seeing cases, and what we are seeing in New South Wales are dramatic escalation of cases. And we know that families are uniting during this time, Christmas and New Year. So today I'm actually announcing some measures to keep Queenslanders safe, and the Minister for Health and the Chief Health Officer will be making further details about these announcements at 10 o'clock today. So, everyone, it's time to bring these out. So, over the Christmas New Year period, and we will revise this at 90% double dose, masks will be mandatory in shops, retail, Woolworths, Coles. So I'm asking Queenslanders to once again, this is a small price to pay for your freedoms. We are asking this to slow the spread of the virus. So in shops, in retail, so we know Christmas is some of the busiest times of the year for families doing their Christmas shopping and getting ready. I want Queenslanders to enjoy their Christmas and their holidays. So in retail, we are asking you to wear masks. In hospitals and aged care, masks were mandatory. On public transport, they'll be mandatory. In ride share, and of course in airports and planes, that's already the case. We're asking Queenslanders, if you are in a workplace and you want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask, but we are not mandating it in workplaces at the moment. And of course, from today, pubs, clubs and other venues are for people who are vaccinated only, and masks are not required, but the Chief Health Officer will be recommending them. If you're outdoors in the fresh air, of course, you don't need to wear a mask if you're going to the beach. But if you are going into indoor settings where you can't socially distance, it is going to be strongly advised to wear a mask. Queenslanders have done a great job. This is going to be statewide, but we are seeing more cases, and we definitely do not want to see a massive escalation over Christmas, New Year. We're looking good at the 90% of getting to the 90% over the next week, first dose across Queensland, and we're expecting to hit the double dose in early January. We don't have the exact date yet, but I'm just asking Queenslanders to please bring your masks back out during this time. So of course too, because of the new strain, boosters are highly recommended. I'll be getting my booster next week. I am going to encourage Queenslanders, when your time is due, to go and get your booster. Two of my sisters have already had their boosters this week, and they were due for it, but we know that the booster adds extra protection. So please go and do that. I want everyone to enjoy the Christmas and New Year period. So please, everyone, think about yourselves, your family, your loved ones, and please bring those masks out, especially if you're going shopping. It's going to come in 1 a.m. tomorrow. I'm just asking Queenslanders with that mandatory in those settings, it is really important because you're going to have vaccinated and unvaccinated. There are a lot of people coming in here from New South Wales and Victoria. There have been something like 60,000 applications for people for border passes. That's a lot of people coming into our state, seeing their family and their loved ones, but we just need that protection so we can enjoy our freedoms. Now, finally, can I just say to the people of Tasmania, we are also deeply saddened to hear about the loss of such young lives in what should have been a happy day in such tragic circumstances. And on behalf of the people of Queensland, we express our deep sadness for the families that will be grieving over the Christmas period. I'm happy to take a few quick questions, but there'll be more details at the press conference with the Chief Health Officer.
I mean, we were very encouraged yesterday to hear the Chief Medical Officer, you, CEO, Health Officer, say that the symptoms of this new variant aren't as dangerous as is that a source of great positivity?
Oh yes, that's very encouraging. That's very encouraging. But you know, we're still getting a lot of research in. I know the Prime Minister's taking the lead on telling the Australian public about that. But we are not at that 90% double dose that New South Wales and Victoria are. So wearing a mask is an added precaution, and the mask wearing is actually happening in Victoria as well in some settings. So it's an added precaution over this Christmas New Year period, so families can enjoy their Christmas and not have to see loved ones ending up in hospital.
Can you rule out lockdowns over this
Yes,
period?
there won't be any lockdowns.
And why not mandate masks in venues and restaurants?
Because they're vaccinated only from today. So from 5 a.m. this morning, restaurants, cafes, all of those are you're vaccinated to go in there. So you should feel very safe. But if you can't socially distance, then the onus is on you, if you don't feel safe, to put a mask on.
Wasn't there health advice that LGAs that hadn't reached 80% double dose will still be subject to lockdowns?
Look, we're not expecting lockdowns over Christmas New Year period. By wearing these masks, we are hoping to slow the spread of the virus.
Premier, this is the last week of really before going to lockdown. So what happens if masks don't work? You do see the increase in cases across Christmas?
Look, I honestly believe that Queenslanders know that the masks are effective, and they will do that. They will follow the health advice. And we had an early morning meeting this morning with the Chief Health Officer before I came here, and this was the proposal, and this is what we're accepting.
But are those communities that haven't reached 80% still at risk of a lockdown?
I'm very encouraged that we have most communities now that are almost on the verge of meeting 90%. There is really only some areas up in far north Queensland, and we'll monitor those areas to see if there are any outbreaks. But in retail settings, it is very important. Christmas shopping, you're shopping with your families, please make sure you are wearing your mask. So nearly every region is over 80% and very close to 80% double dose. Like, I'm very proud that Queenslanders have come out and got vaccinated. It's fantastic.
How would police monitor the mandate from today?
The Police Commissioner will be attending the press conference at 10 o'clock and she'll be talking about that. But look, I urge people to do the right thing here. This is about families, and we're talking about children as well. You know, children under 12 who have not yet had that vaccine, feeling safe going into a restaurant or a cafe or a club in their local area, knowing that everybody else in that area is vaccinated.
If the courts find in favour of the vote group this morning,
Sorry?
if the courts find in favour of the vote group this morning, will you commit to fast tracking those remaining?
I don't know what the courts are going to say, Lydia, and I won't be commenting until I see what the courts say.
What do you say to those 200 workers that have lost their jobs?
Well, it's always been, there was always an appeal to the courts, so we're going to wait and see what the court decision is today.
How about our Year 12 results?
Yes, when the Minister can talk about that.
Either of you?
Yes, I'm doing something this afternoon.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go, Minister.
I'm doing with some of the students this afternoon on the full ATAR results, but congratulations to all the Year 12 students. Good luck. I understand there's about 32 of them, unbelievable, that have got like the top mark of 99.95, which is an incredible feat when you consider some of the challenges of COVID. And we've got over 27,000 students that will be getting their ATAR. And a fellow standing behind me, his daughter's about to get hers as well. So good luck to Graham's daughter from All Hallows, who's looking at getting her ATAR results, but very exciting for students. But can I say, if they don't get the result that they want, don't despair, don't be disheartened. there are many pathways that we can take now that can get you on the right track to where you want to be in your career, and there's all those avenues available to students these days. But congratulations to those who get what they want. We've got about a large percentage that are getting a Queensland Certificate of Education, a QCE, and that's well over the 92% of the over 50,000 students we've had this year. So look, these are fantastic results, and we've increased by 10% the number of students to well over 90% who are engaged in education, training or work, which is really incredible when you consider that was around the 80% last year. So we've had an amazing engagement. These students are really and truly done us very proud, and I wish them all the very best. The world truly is their oyster, so well done.
One coming up. Are there any plans to COVID test patients before they have elective surgery? There's some concern that if patients test positive and they'll infect other staff members.
I think it's best to address that to the Chief Health Officer today. Yeah. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for coming, and great milestone today. Well done to all the workers. Merry Christmas. Well done.
Yeah.